Part 5 of our Indian Constitution, Chapter 4. Chapter 4 of our Indian Constitution, Article 124 to 147. These articles deals about the Union Judiciary, original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, and judicial review of the Supreme Court, appellate jurisdiction, and judicial review, advisory jurisdiction, appointment of judges, and salary and allowances, and power of Supreme Court, etc. These are regarding Supreme Court or the Union Judiciary. So, according to Constitution, it was established by the established in our country Supreme Court of India according to Constitution. Let us discuss about the Supreme Court of India, Article 124 to 147. So, Article 124 deals the establishment and Constitution of the Supreme Court. Establishment of the Supreme Court. Initially, it was established like Federal Court of India in Calcutta. Later on, it was converted into Supreme Court of India. It was shifted to New Delhi. So, Article 125 of our Indian Constitution, it deals that salaries and allowances of the judges of the Supreme Court. That deals about the Article 125. According to Article 126, appointment of Chief Justice of Supreme Court. So, what is the procedure to appointment of Chief Justice in Supreme Court? That deals Article 126 and Article 127. It speaks that appointment of ad hoc judges. So, today itself we are facing lack of judges in the Supreme Court or High Court, lower level courts. So, Supreme Court is having power of appointment of judges to recruit judges through collegium or seniority basis or ad hoc basis. So, Supreme Court of India can appoint ad hoc based judges. Article 127. Article 128 deals that attendance of retired judges at the sitting of the Supreme Court. Article 129 deals that Supreme Court to be a court of record. So, Supreme Court to be a court of record, it maintains court of records. So, whatever judgment announced by the Supreme Court of India, so from past to present, it record almost all the judgments. So, these judgments are evidences to the future judgments. So, Supreme Court of India is acting as the court of record. Article 129. Article 130, seat of Supreme Court. So, Article 130 deals that seat of Supreme Court. Article 131, so it deals that original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is having acting as the custodian of the Constitution, custodian of fundamental rights. It is having original jurisdiction. If there is any constitutional conflicts, internal extremism, any validity of law, it declares it is having original jurisdiction. So, in our country, highest justice is Supreme Court of India. It is having original jurisdiction. Article 132 of our Indian Constitution. Appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court in appeals from High Court in certain cases. According to Article 132, appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court in appeals from High Court in certain cases. Article 133, appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court in appeals from High Court in regard to civil matters. So, whatever civil cases is there based on money criteria, all citizens can approach Supreme Court of India regarding civil cases. Article 134 speaks that appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court in regard to criminal matters. Article 134A, certificate for appeal to the Supreme Court. So, high courts are having power of certification to appeal Supreme Court of India uh, based on if it is necessary, if it may be certified by the lower court, high court, then automatically they can appeal on civil cases and criminal cases. Power of certification. Supreme Court is issue certificates. Article 135 of Supreme Court. Jurisdiction and power of the Federal Court. Jurisdiction and power of the Federal Court under existing law to be exercisable by the Supreme Court. Article 136. Special leave to appeal by the Supreme Court. Special leave to appeal by the Supreme Court. That is Article 136. Article 137, it deals that review of judgments or orders by the Supreme Court. So, Supreme Court is having right to review the judgments. So, like Golaknath case or Keswanand Bharati case. So, it is having right of review the old judgments, whatever judgments given by the Supreme Court of India recent past. It re-verify almost all the judgments according to the Constitution. Article 138, enlargement of the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Enlargement of the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Article 139, conferment on the Supreme Court of powers to issue certain writs. Supreme Court of India, it will issue writs. Conferment on the Supreme Court of powers to issue certain writs. According to Article 132, Supreme Court of India can issue writs habeas corpus mandamus, certiorari or quo warranto. At the same time, Article 139 speaks the conferment on the Supreme Court of is having power to issue certain writs. So, if it is necessary to the government functions. Article 139A, transfer of certain cases. Lower court to superior court to inferior court to superior court, or one court to another court. It can transfer cases through orders of Supreme Court. Article 140, ancillary powers of Supreme Court. Ancillary powers of Supreme Court. Article 141, law declared by Supreme Court to be binding on all courts. Law declared by Supreme Court to be binding on all courts. Article 142, enforcement of decrees and orders of the Supreme Court and orders to discover. Enforcement of decrees and orders of the Supreme Court and orders to discover. Article 143, power of President to consult Supreme Court. According to 143 article, our President of India can seek advices from the judges of the Supreme Court in aggression movement, war movement, internal extremism. Whenever going to declare internal emergency, internal extremism, or any financial emergency in this moment, crisis movement, our President of India can seek advices from the Supreme Court of India according to Article 143 of our Indian Constitution. In Article 144 of our Indian Constitution, civil and judicial authority to act in aid of the Supreme Court. Article 144A, special provisions as to disposal of questions relating to the constitution validity of laws. Article 144A, Supreme Court of India, it will declare the validity of law. Law may be valid or invalid, that was declared by the Supreme Court of India according to Constitution of India. Either state government or central government, whatever law made by the government of India, that should be within the limitations of the Constitution provisions. That's why Supreme Court of India, it will declare the validity of the law. Article 145, rules of courts etc. So rules of courts etc. So whatever rules and regulations issued by the Supreme Court of India, Supreme Court, High Court, and subordinate courts must follow these instructions. And Article 146, offices and servants and the expenses of the Supreme Court. Expenses of the Supreme Court. Article 147, interrelation, interpretation. Article 147 deals about interpretation of Supreme Court. So these are article union judiciary. These articles deals about the union judiciary. Article 124 to 147.